Hey my beautiful witches, it's Murphy Gray Hunter. Okay, let me see if this is better. I have my jacket on backwards. The hoodie is in here, so you see this big lump, that's what that is. So that way it's like a clean background, so you're not like reading my shirt or whatever. Okay, so let me see if I can explain this. Now when you do like the honey jars, I'll use this when I, like this particular thing I'll show you, I'll do it when I'm going to do a honey jar, when I'm going to do a love spell. Or if you're going to do a love spell and insert it into, you know, whatever you're going to do. But mostly the love spells I will do with honey jars. So, you know, you would do the jar and you're going to cut your, this is a cinnamon stick, okay? You know, they usually come about this big, sometimes bigger than this. And I buy them, you can buy them at H-E-B, or I buy them like this. I get these at the Mexican meat market, and I paid $3. Look at all these cinnamon sticks. And I also use them, I buy extra and I keep when I'm cooking with them. And if you don't know how to grind this down, you can grate it, or you can break it up. And I use my handheld coffee grinder, and I will grind all this into powder if I need it. Okay, so I just break this up according to the size of the jar you're going to use. So for this, and you can save like, you know, medicine bottle containers, like you get big bottles of medicine or any type of jars, anything you want, you can save it to use these. So I would take a cinnamon stick, and we're going to say that these two business cards are the photos. Okay? Photo of him and her. Okay, so when you're going to do a love spell, you're going to do the photos together. You're going to face in each other, okay? When you're going to be doing a breakup spell, you're going to do them back to back, okay? But in this case, we're doing a love spell. So you're going to write John Smith, Murphy Hunter. Okay, you're going to write that on the back of the cards. You're going to put the name and the date of birth if you have them. Okay, and now through social media, you can get everything. So anyway, you're going to put them towards each other. So I will put a cinnamon stick right there. Some people use like the peppermint candies or anything sweet. I use cinnamon because cinnamon is really good for love spells. And so I will just do it like this, face to face. Okay, face to face with the cinnamon stick. And then if you have a piece of the clothing, like if you have a piece of your clothing and your target, or if you're doing this for someone else, it's good to have clothing of each. You just cut a little piece, or something that they've done together, and you know, whatever, if they've had sex, you can they can wipe themselves with a paper towel, and then as it dries, they can give it to you, and then you can just cut a piece of it and put it on here. See, right on top. And this is your petition paper. Here you're going to have the names like I told you. John Smith, John Smith, John Smith, Murphy Hunter, Murphy Hunter, Murphy Hunter. Remember, do the crisscross. 3 this way. So 3 horizontal and 3 vertical. Okay, I hope I got that right. All right, so, and then you can anoint it with your oil if you like, your love oils. I definitely would anoint this with love oils. Okay, and this, I would just put the wording flat down. Okay, so you have, you know, the pictures facing each other with the cinnamon stick. You have the piece of clothing or whatever they're giving you on top of that. If you have something, if you don't, you don't need to have it, but it is good to have something. And then the petition paper on top. And then you're going to bind it. Now, when you bind it, you can use several different things. You can use the fly paper. You know that fly paper that you buy, that you hang up to catch flies? It's really sticky thing. You can use that. And you can wrap it. Or you could use the color of threading to match what you're doing. So in this case, I would use red. This is not what I would use, and it's just, this is what I have right in front of me. Okay, And by the way, this is just my work desk. In my witchy room is where I do all of my working. I haven't done any videos in there. And I think I'm going to start doing videos showing you how I'm preparing spells, because I have everything that I need in there. And so here I'm just kind of like grabbing this and that so I can show y'all. But anyway, this is what I use when I make bookmarks and stuff. But this would be red if you're going to bind, if you're doing a love spell. And you're just going to bind it, okay? You're just going to start wrapping it. And you're just going to do that. You're just going to bind it, you know, together. Any way that you need to bind this. See how I'm doing it? This is terrible because this is like so big and slippery. It's like a silky ribbon. But when you buy like the thread, and I'm talking about binding thread, like just like the regular thread you get at the craft stores. And then, you know, once you have it all bounded, see, just like that, it's all nice and bound, you would just tie this in there, and then you would stick this into your honey jar. And then once you have this in your honey jar, I recommend you put this in there first. I know it seems big, but when you are binding this, you're gonna be able to fold everything nice and tight. I'm just showing you an example, because of course, you know, the pictures are gonna be smaller, and you'll be able to like really bend this up. These are like business cards, so I really don't want to mess them up too much. But you would just fold it, you know, make it all nice and tight, you know, and then, you know, bind it up. So, and then once you have this, place it into your honey jar, and you can use molasses, you can use syrup, and you can use a combination. So if you don't want to use all honey or all molasses, whatever, I usually mix it. I'll put this, and then I'll put sugar, just regular table sugar, pure cane sugar, and then you can use brown sugar, you can use, you know, regular white sugar, and then put in honey, molasses, anything, you know, and to fill up your jar. And then you can go ahead and put any herbs that you may want to put in there, going with your love spell. All right, like I said, I will be making more, I'm sorry, I can't think, I'm kind of spaced out. I'll be making more videos actually showing step by step on how to make, you know, how to do these spells on a step-by-step base. I'm just trying to give y'all some tips. Like I said, everybody has their own ways of doing things. This is just my way. Now, another tip. Say you're going to do a breakup spell. Okay? Same thing. 2 photos. John Smith, Murphy Hunter. Okay? So, when you're going to do a breakup spell, you're going to put them back to back. Okay? And instead of using a cinnamon stick, you're going to use a chili pepper, a jalapeno pepper, whatever kind of pepper you want to use. Put let's say, for example, this is a chili pepper, a jalapeno. You would do the same thing, okay? Same thing. And you would put a piece of clothing or whatever they gave you on there, and you would write the same thing, the names of the people that you want to break up, you know, John Smith, Murphy Hunter, Murphy Hunter, Murphy Hunter. Okay, so y'all would put that on there, and then you would bind it with black. You want to use black ribbon or string. That's actually what I use, a string, and wrap it right, and you're going to really, really make it nice and tight. And then you would also put this into a jar, and in that jar you can fill it up with whatever kind of mixtures you have for destruction. You could put it in the jar, and you can put destruction oil in there. You can put chili peppers. You can put devil's tails in there. And devil's tails are just the end pieces of a chili pepper. If you guys eat chili peppers, jalapenos, any of that, just cut the tails off and save them, and then put them in a jar, and you can use those in your breakup spells, revenge spells, you know, any type of hexes. Anyway, you'll put that in there along with any other thing that, you know, herbs or things that you want to use. You could use war water, if you have war water, if you make your own war water, or war dirt. I have recipes for all those things. You could also put dirt from an ant mound in there. Anything destructive, anything that's horrible that you can use towards breaking up. You can use pieces of shattered glass because you want to shatter the relationship. Anyway, you put all of that in there, and once all that is in there, you're going to fill it up. Instead of using sugar, you're going to use your war water or your destruction water. And you can, like I said, I have recipes for that, or you can find recipes for that on your own, or make your own, however you want to do it. All right, guys, that was just some tips. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, love y'all. Blessed be. Bye.